friends, welcome to Creating with Jovi and welcome to Desmodus, the romantic vampire collaboration. So what I thought we would do today, this is day one, so welcome. And I thought today I'd go ahead and start off by making some tags for the journal that I'm going to create for the collaboration. Before we get into making our tags, I wanted to share with you that we have a lot of collaborators almost every day in August. We won't go the full 4 weeks, but I think we'll be going 3 weeks, maybe a little bit over 3 weeks. I hope that you will follow along, and if you want to, I hope you will participate with us. You can grab the printable kit in my Etsy shop, and you can grab freebies in my Facebook group, Creating with Jovi Journals and Crafts. There will be one freebie available each week starting mid-August to mid-September. So you'll be able to get a hold of each of the freebies before the collaboration is fully over, which is great. Also, I want to tell you that I'm going to list all of the collaborators in my description box below and the day that they are participating on, and I hope that you will follow along, follow them, show them some crafty love. I'm so grateful to every single one of them for agreeing to participate. I wanted to show you, I got these, and my daughter was given some awards at school as she was going up through school, and they came in these folders. I've already cut the folders, but basically this would have been the front, this would have been the inside, and this was the inside, and right here is where the certificate would go in, okay? So she didn't need them any longer, and so I thought, these could make really great pieces for a journal, and I love the gold and the black. So the ones that have this decorative element on it, I'm gonna take these, I'm going to fold them in half, and those are going to be pages in my journal. But the ones that are like this, that have the funny corners, I'm going to take those, cut them into thirds, and create tags out of them. And so that's what I thought we would do today, is create 3 tags. Just in case you've missed the flip through of the printable kit, I'm real quick going to show it to you, because soon I'll be cutting into it and changing it, and this is a good opportunity for me to show you the pages. Today we're mostly going to be working with cut-aparts in order to put the tags together. So I might even be able to show these again in my next video, but I'm not sure. So I better take the opportunity and show you now. See, he's an intelligent vampire sitting in his library. Here he is dreaming about the woman that he loves, and he's a nice vampire. He just wants to go ahead and fall in love and fly around the world with the love of his life. And when I was introducing the printable kit, I said he's not a bad vampire. He lives on green drinks. He has green drinks and, what did I say, almond milk to sustain him. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and get started making some tags. These flowers are part of the kit, and I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this one and this one, because we might end up using it on one of the tags. And I'm going to use my decorative edge scissors here so I don't have to be super fussy, but it'll still give a look like I was. So see, that looks pretty nice. And it was a lot quicker than doing a true fussy cut. So let's do the same thing with this one. I also want to cut out some of the words. I made some words for this, and I wanted to share with you, if you want them to print out smaller, you can always make that adjustment on your computer. You always can choose 100%, 90, 80, 70, 60, etc. And so these can print out a bit smaller for you if you need them to. So these ones here would be a bit big for a tag, so I'm going to move these over into the not going to use right now pile. And then I think this one I could get onto a tag. Oh yes, I'll do it with this. He looks scrumpy. He needs a drink. So let's go ahead and cut this one out for that tag. All right, my friends, so the first thing we're going to start with is putting a little ink around the edges. And I know I've got a black ink pad floating around here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So I think it's fine. Oops. I think it's fine to start with brown. I can always add black later if I want to. I might not need to. It might be nice to not have everything be black or have too much black, you know. There's already going to be a lot of it anyway. So maybe mixing it up with some brown is a good thing. And I'm mostly going around here not so much to distress it as much as get rid of any white. You know, sometimes when you cut the paper there's a little bit of white on the edge. Because see, I printed everything on the back of scrapbook paper. So I'm just eliminating any white marks that might be on there. I'm going to go ahead and put some ink on these pieces with the words. Make them a little bit more interesting. I think that looks nice. All right, my friends, we are going to start with this one, and very simply we are going to glue first this tag onto the new tag. If you're new here, welcome. And I'm going to use Aileen's Tacky Glue. If you watch my channel, you know that that is my preferred glue, but glue is just one of those funny things. You know, you have to find what works for you and what you like best. Now I'm going to put him down here because I'm going to put the phrase up at the top. Let me make sure. Yep, we got plenty of room. Let's see if I can find my spatula to spread the glue around. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. And I was thinking I'd go ahead and put this rose on here, so I want to make sure I get this on here in such a way that the words won't get too covered up. So I'm going to push it over here to the side. And now we'll play with this a little bit and see what we can do. Yeah, if I do it like that, it doesn't really cover any of the words. Oh, maybe that's even better. It kind of wraps around it a little bit. I like that. Well, let me see if I can figure out how I had that. How did I have it? Let's see. Maybe like this. We're going to add some black flat back gems. And I always add some glue, and for this I always use Gem Tack because it works great. And I know that these already have some like sticky stuff on the back of them, but this is just some insurance. Let me see if I can, how easy these are to pull off. They're not that easy, so I'll have to use my fingers. They came right off when I used my fingers. I think they're black. They have a little bit of a dark blue shimmer to them as well, which I think is super pretty. I'm not putting them on the bottom just because I want the tag to slide easily in and out of a pocket. So I think at the top is a safe place to put these. Right, there is our first tag. I like it. So let's get started on our next one. We're going to do 3 today, and then you guys can tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. Now this one is going to be a similar layout. We've got these 2. He has found his lady love, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down onto the back of that folder. I don't know what we would call that. Yeah, I don't know what we would call it, so I'm calling it a folder. I wonder if I should do the words on the bottom for this one. No, actually, I'm going to do them at the top as well, just in case I want to use more gems at the top like I did on the other side. The moon is here, so we'll do the flower over here. I usually don't use my fussy cuts till the end, so this is nice actually to get started on a couple of them early on in the game. All right, that looks super pretty. Great colors. So far, everything coordinating very nicely. All right, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use these gems right in the center, one at the top and one at the bottom. Are they too big? What do you guys think? You think they're okay there? I hope so. I hope they're not too big. The one does seem so, how do I want to say it? It seems so close to the top, and this one has more space. And I know that I'm being a little OCD by saying that, but it does bother me a little. Let me see if I push this one up, if it takes the bother away for me. That is better. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and leave it like that. And actually, maybe let's put 3 of them on the moon, but not the black ones. I've got some little tiny white ones over here. We'll go ahead and put those on the moon. These are tiny. And I'm hoping I'll be able to handle them. So far, so good. The glue has to dry, so I know that we can see the glue around and all that, but I think so far so good. I think I like the way these are coming along. So now let's start on the next one. Now the next one is a little bit different because it's flowers, and I have an idea for these flowers. But first, before we get started, let's go ahead and glue this down. I'm thinking for this one, I might want to look for some black lace. But also, I think the white pearls will look really cute inside of each one of these, since they have a white spot there anyway. So let's do that first, and then I'll look and see if I have any black lace. I actually don't know if I used it all or not. Okay, I went ahead and I put my glue dots on the flowers. Now it's time to get our pearls put into place. There we go. I think that's looking cute. Now I'm going to go ahead and see if I've got some black lace. So I wanted to show you, I was digging through my lace stuff and I found this neutral. We're going to keep this, but not for this, but we're going to keep it out for some other areas that might need it. And then we have this wide black lace. That's not good for this, but we're going to keep it out. Then I saw this and I thought, this is really pretty and this could work somewhere. So we're going to keep that out. Then I have a little bit of this, and you know, the black on black doesn't really thrill me. So, but we're going to keep this. Actually, we're probably going to end up using it somewhere. But I found this, you guys, and check it out. It's blue and black and gold, and I think that would look so pretty at the top and the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it to size real quick. And we'll keep that out too, because there are a lot of blue hues throughout the printable kit. So I think it's perfect. It's so pretty, and I think it's perfect. I'm gonna grab my, let's see if we can use up some more of this. This one's almost empty. It's 3-in-1, which, as I've said many times, I do feel is the same as Fabri-Tac. If it's not the same, it's very similar. So I'm at the end, I'm nearing the end of this bottle, so I think I just want to try to use it up if I can. You know how it gets all stringy and everything? It drives me out of my mind, but I don't want to waste it and get rid of it. And I've already added some acetone to it, but I'm probably gonna, if I'm gonna really use the whole thing, I'm gonna need to do that again. All right, we've got that glued down. Now we're gonna do the same over here. Now I'm going to cut these to size. All right, I'm going to share each one with you now, and I want you to tell me which one is your favorite. I'll give you a close-up. So here is our vampire who's going to go out and get a bite to drink. And then we have this one that we just finished, just some little bit of spooky flowers. And then we have this one, it says, "You transfix me." So let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite. Again, you can get the kit in my Etsy shop, and you get the freebies in my Facebook group, Creating with Jovi, Journals and Crafts. Please be sure to give all of our collaborators some love. Tomorrow is day 2, and that will be Bex of Black Whisper Crafts. Thanks for watching. See you soon.